Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like this video and subscribe. We're going to talk about the New York Yankees in this video and how, well, they didn't play well this year. For the Yankees, they won 82 and 80 this season after winning 99 games last year and now making the playoffs for the first time since 2016. This might be the fewest wins they've had since 1992. I could be wrong. But they're supposed to have like some kind of big kerfluffle, not kerfluffle, but a big meeting in the front office today. And it includes Aaron Boone, the manager. From SNY, Andy Martino. Many fans are clamoring for the Yankees to dismiss manager Aaron Boone after the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2016. However, according to Andy, that's not going to happen. Those making baseball decisions will gather on Wednesday to discuss the season. And that meeting will include him because there are no plans to fire him. Martino cited league sources and said the Yankees will bring Boone back. Quote, "It is unclear exactly when or how the Yankees will finalize and announce that. Technically, no action needs to be taken, as Boone is under contract for next season. At this point, the only way Boone's fate could change is if those Tampa meetings somehow go so sideways that they end in a surprise fire. No one expects that to happen. The Yankees are so stable, they're not even moving forward." Let's be honest. The Yankees have not been doing anything right for a long time. And one of the things they've not been able to do right is been able to sustain a major way to win like they used to be able to win. They don't win like they used to because Hal Steinbrenner runs them very, very differently. Very, very differently than how his father George used to run the team. This is a team that is very passive. Brian Cashman, who's been there for 25 years, doesn't seem to understand at this point that he needs big left-handed hitters in that lineup. He gets one right-handed hitter after another for that team, and I don't think he understands that anymore. I don't know. But we got some more stuff going around in Major League Baseball with the Yankees, some other things. This is about the analytics department. Again, from Andy Martino. For weeks, the expectation at the end of the season was that an outside consultancy firm will come in and evaluate how the Yankees run their analytics department. But according to Andy Martino, the Yankees themselves will be the ones going to a firm and observing how they operate. It's not impossible that the Yankees could learn from observing a non-baseball organization. After all, their issues seem centered around communication of analytical information rather than issues with data collection. You don't necessarily need a baseball background to be an expert in that. But regardless, this decision seems like a weird one. Now, we know the Yankees have made some odd moves the last few years. And there's been no odder move than this Jordan Montgomery Harrison Bader trade that they made with the Cardinals last year. And they basically just let Bader walk. And now Jordan is pitching great for the Rangers. This is from the Munchkin, Ken Rosenthal of the Athletic. The evaluation of the Jordan Montgomery Harrison Bader trade has flip-flopped a couple of times. But now, after a year and a half have gone by, it's fair to assume the Yankees were worse off. In his interview with the Munchkin, Montgomery stated he felt the Yankees had given up on him, but that the move was for the better. After having success in both St. Louis and even more so at Texas, Montgomery has every right to feel that the Yankees made a mistake in letting him go, especially considering the performance of starting pitchers acquired by the team since then. For a while, the narrative was that Montgomery wouldn't be a playoff starter, but he took the mound last night to open a playoff series, even with the injuries of Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer. It is still an impressive feat for the former Yankee. He is a quality pitcher, quality starter. He's really, really good. Any team that picks him up in the offseason, they're going to be getting and he's a free agent. Any team that picks him up are going to get a really good starter, quality guy. Be interesting to see how many years he gets. I would give him 3 years. That's always the safe bet, but he might be looking for 5. You know, he's lefty. So, I mean, he's an interesting piece. This is from Ben Lindbergh of The Ringer. The rarity of the top 3 teams by payroll all missing the playoffs is a bizarre one. As you know, the Mets, the Padres, and the Yankees. Lindbergh explored the history of a similar type event, the bad luck and bad decisions associated with these 3 teams. There's no one reason to explain how this happened, but in the case of the Yankees, losing a lot of value to injuries is a good one. Is that a good enough excuse? Probably not. But Lindbergh reminds readers that the Yankees also spent the most money on injured players, an extremely important wrinkle. Now, to sort of point that out, last offseason they signed Aaron Judge to a long-term deal, and he already has shown many years that he cannot stay on the field. Only 3 of his 7 years he's been able to play 140 games or more. All the other years he's missed significant amounts of games. This year he missed over 50 games. So he's missed an enormous amount of time, just sort of, being on the injured list and on the disabled list when he used to be the disabled list. So it's not a situation where this team has been, they should have known better when it came to him, knowing his history, where his injury situation had been in the past. And part of being a great player is being able to stay on the field. And the fact that he wasn't able to stay on the field and they didn't get the production that they wanted says a lot. He missed 56 games this year. He had a big year, 37 home runs, 75 RBIs, but he missed 56 games. 56 is a bigger number than the other numbers. And his OPS plus 175, but he missed 56 games. He misses huge amounts of time off the field. He had the most mysterious toe injury in the history of the Yankees and the history of baseball, quite frankly. We hadn't seen that kind of a weird injury to a leg or a foot since Ike Davis back in the day, the New York Mets. But just to run down quickly, all the issues that the Yankees had, they have a lot of issues. They have a lot of problems. Anthony Rizzo, first baseman, he missed the last 60 games of the year, last 50-something games of the year because of a concussion. He received it during the season, and the Yankees did not diagnose it properly. And he was experiencing all kinds of symptoms before they put him on the injured list. He's 33 years old. He had an OPS plus of 94, so he's a below average player. The biggest number with him is his age. How much? And he's got another year on his contract. Where is he going forward? Gleyber Torres, who they always want to move, had an OPS of 118. He had 25 homers, 60 RBIs, 68 RBIs for second base. I wouldn't move him. I know he's kind of a bit of a weird player, but he was above average in terms of OPS, and OPS plus he was very good. So why move him? The biggest issue the Yankees have had, and they've had for a while, is that shortstop. Anthony Volpe offensively, is OPS plus is 81, so he's 19% below average with a 666 OPS. He was a guy that came in with a big reputation, steal a lot of bases. He only stole 24. And considering the rules that have changed, that's not good enough. And his on-base percentage was pretty lousy, 283. There's talk that they're going to move him off a shortstop. I would mention this about Oswaldo Peraza. If he's so good, why wasn't he the shortstop? And by the way, he hit 191 and has time with the Yankees, while Volpe hit 209. DJ LeMahieu, he's over the hill. Hit 243 this year with OPS plus of 96. Harrison Bader, like I mentioned, that turned out to be a terrible trade. Another guy that's a right-handed hitter. He moved on to another team, moved on to the Reds. Giancarlo Stanton might have the worst contract in the history of baseball. He's got 5 more years on his contract. And a lot of Yankee supporters and Yankee media people have been trying to push him on the Mets and an article here and there. He is basically kind of over the hill. He can't move. I don't know who would win in a race between him or Daniel Vogelbach, but it would be awfully close. I think Stanton would win, but it would be awfully close. His OPS plus is 87. He's got over 400 home runs. And an OPS of 695. And 420 slugging percentage. So if a guy that hit 24 home runs, they have a 420 slugging percentage. That's not very good. You think so? Now the pitching, there's only one real bright spot with the Yankees, and that is Gerrit Cole, who will finally win his Cy Young Award after the media has been pushing him to be the Cy Young Award winner for 5 years here in New York. They've been saying he's the best pitcher in baseball since before he got here. They've been pushing him to get it, but he's probably going to get it this year, and he finished out very strong. He's probably going to get it. But really, the pitching staff is a separate issue with the Yankees. They've not developed a good starter through their farm system since Andy Pettitte. Gerrit Cole obviously came from Houston and the Pirates. In the past, CC Sabathia came from Milwaukee, and before that, Cleveland. We've had other pitchers that have come through town that have pitched well, but none of them are homegrown. And the Yankees, like I said, not brought in a homegrown pitcher in a long time. And this bullpen, even though they throw hard, can be beaten late in the game. We know about the game against the Marlins when the Yankees had a 5-run lead going into the ninth inning, and the Marlins beat Clay Holmes and the rest of that bullpen in the ninth inning on a walk-off. So this is a Yankee team that has a lot of issues, and and one of the main issues, obviously, is their age. They have to start getting younger, and they have to get a hell of a lot more athletic if they're going to be successful in the past. And obviously, they have to keep Horseface. I mean, they have to keep Aaron Judge healthy and able to play. If he doesn't play, they don't win. But that's why you need to have better support around him going forward. So let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too, and I'll see you later.